Hey everyone, welcome back into Mountain Dog Companion, hanging out with Berta and Benny's puppies, and wow, these guys are doing great. So there's 4 males, 3 females born on December 10th, and they're all coming along very well. This is one of the girls, and then the 2 other girls are right here, these 2, and then the 4 boys are over here on this end. So got a whole couch full of puppies. They're all doing great, coming along very well. And I just wanted to do a litter introduction, a litter reveal, kind of give you a good feel of what they're like at this age. They're just starting to open their eyes, so they're just 2 weeks old, I think, today, and doing very well. I mean, they're just phenomenal puppies, and very excited to see how they come along, how they do here in the next couple of weeks as far as growing and kind of developing their personalities and everything. Today we're going to be talking about each one just as far as their coloration. They're all very similar when it comes to size. There's not really one that's necessarily a lot smaller. I know one of the girls is a little bit smaller overall, this one right here, but it's not like there's such a small difference. It's like it's barely noticeable, so I'm not really concerned about anyone being undersized or anything like that. So I'm not concerned at all. But so starting things off here, we'll go through the 3 girls first, and then we'll get to the boys. So starting off here with girl number 1, you got that beautiful white blaze for her, white socks front and back, and a white tip tail as well. Now she does have 2 little white spots up top, so she's got not only 1 Swiss kiss, but she's got 2 Swiss kisses. So she must have been very loved, and but super sweet girly here to start things off. You can kind of see those eyes just starting to open. They're peeping a little bit, but yeah, again, those white socks. This litter in general is very, very well marked. Everyone's got very even markings. I'm actually going to keep her here tight with me and then keep going. But everyone's very evenly marked. Everyone's got those white socks, a white tip tail. Straight through, everyone's very, very similar. There is that one girl that does have a little bit less weight comparing to some of her litter mates, but everything's very similar with these guys. Okay guys, female number 2, moving on here. This is the one I was referring to with a little bit less white. So she's still got a heavy amount of tan on her face, a nice amount of tan on the side, and then the front 2 socks are kind of covering the tippy toes. She's got a thinner white blaze for her, and then nice tuxedo up front, and a white tip tail along with white socks in the back. So just a little bit less white for her. Now she does have a little bit of a smaller structure. I still say she has a nice blocky head, very flat, like it's still a very chunky structure, but she's just overall a little bit smaller and more compact than some of the other puppies. So I'd say she is the smallest one now, but we always, we could see that change as well. So moving on, see if I can interrupt a nap. Moving on to girl number 3. Last but not least from the girls, I'd say she's a big girl. Look at that head. I mean, big girl. You got nice white socks front and back, a nice white tip tail. And she does have a little bit of an extended blaze, so it still connects up over top and kind of has that spot in the back as well. So beautiful girly here. I'll show you her tuxedo as well. Look at that, good girl. I'll set her over here with her siblings, her sisters, and we'll get to the boys. So before we get into the boys, if you guys are curious about MDC apparel, check out our MDC apparel shop on the website. We got quarter zips, we got hats, we have tees, we have everything to do with MDC, all sorts of logos, hoodies, the whole 9 yards. So feel free to check that out. I know you guys see me rocking MDC apparel every time in these videos. So I normally have my hat on. Today I don't. I need to get a new one. It's getting a little bit dirty, but that's one of the most comfortable hats I have. So absolutely love that hat. And this quarter zip here, I mean, absolutely phenomenal. I wear it all the time, super comfy. It's like a heavy wool, and it's definitely definitely still available on the MDC apparel shop, so feel free to check that out on the website. There's a link on the homepage. But anyway, moving on to the boys here. Starting off with boy number 1 taking a nap. See if we can wake him up. Very heavy guy. You got the nice white socks front and back. Now his his front socks kind of got the toes covered here up front, and the right kind of covering a little bit more, extending up a little bit further. So beautiful guy there. Nice white blaze overall. Nice white tip tail. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then nice tuxedo. So super sweet guy there. I'll set my phone up here so it's not in the way of these little guys. And we'll move on to boy number 2. So boy number 2, again, the nice white socks front and back. Kind of got the left being covered, kind of covering the tippy toes, the right covering a little bit higher, kind of extending up. Nice tuxedo, beautiful white blaze, no Swiss kiss for him, white tip tail. It's phenomenal markings there. We got 2 boys left. Come here, fellas. I'll bring him over here. Come here, buddy. Yeah, they're just like little seals right now, flopping around. Super cute. Got nice white socks front and back again. And again, it's kind of a trademark with this litter, but kind of the left having a little bit less than the right, still kind of covering those toe beans here in the front. The left having just a little bit less than the right. So beautiful white blaze, white tuxedo up front, and you got no Swiss kiss for him. So we'll set him here on the end, see if he can get comfy here with his litter mates. Oh, it's conked out right now, except for these 2 here. They're still trying to find a spot, but right now they're using mostly their front paws, their front legs to move around and dragging their hind ends around because their back legs don't have the strength to move around too much. So it's kind of crawling, trying to push their way up and down on litter mates and in piles, and getting all comfortable for their naps. So, but last but not least here, we got male number 4. So nice white socks in the front and in the back, a nice white blaze in between his eyes, white tip tail, no Swiss kiss for him. Actually a little bit of a spot, I didn't notice that before. He's got like 5 hairs here being white. So, but that'll probably fade out. It's super light, so you'll probably won't notice that later on as he gets a longer coat. But beautiful guy here. Come here, buddy, I got you. There you go. Beautiful structure. I mean, the whole litter, their heads are just nice and blocky. Definitely what we like seeing, especially from those European style burners. It's definitely something we like keeping an eye out for, is that phenomenal structure. And you'll definitely see that with like Berta and Benny. You see that nice square head, wonderful, excellent conformation, and you definitely see it kind of trickling down to puppies. I know we just recently had a litter with Benny and Zara, and those puppies turned out huge. I mean, I know there were puppies over 20 pounds at 8 weeks old, which is crazy for the breed. I mean, oftentimes I see somewhere between, I'd say most times between 8 and 14 pounds, depending on the combination. And then some of the combinations, like a lot of the Jedi combinations, Icon combinations, and also Benny combinations tend to have huge puppies. So you'll see that weight at like 8 weeks be already up in the upper teens and even low 20s. I think the largest one we've ever had was close to like, I think 24.5 pounds, which is crazy at 8 weeks. But yeah, so these guys are doing very well here at 2 weeks old and coming along great. So if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you guys out. Again, my name is Jay Miller here at Mountain Dog Companion. My number is 330-234-0102. Thanks for tuning in today, guys, and have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time.